Do-hyuk looks down at Yellow's body as the ground continues to burn. Suddenly, he senses another attack coming. He quickly reinforces his body with armor and successfully repels the ninja stars thrown at him. He looks around and sees Red and Blue. Blue shivers after seeing how his weapons just bounced off Do-hyuk. Red criticizes Blue about his aim, but Blue swears that his aim was accurate. He tells Red that they need to run, because Do-hyuk is not an ordinary newbie. He takes off while Red stands there confused. Do-hyuk doesn't understand why these guys believe they can take him on, because they are not powerful and not coordinated at all. He activates Magic Missile and takes Blue down before he could get away. Red is startled, as he watches Blue drop to the ground. He becomes frustrated, thinking that he and his brothers can't just be massacred like this. He grabs his sword and shield and steps out to confront Do-hyuk. He begins charging towards him. Red is thinking, even though Do-hyuk is more powerful than an average newbie, he will not be able to use such advanced magic multiple times in a row. Red plans to first use his shield when Do-hyuk attacks, and then he will strike him. Do-hyuk begins to activate Color Spray. He unleashes a bright flashing light of colors from his hand. Red wonders if Do-hyuk is trying to blind him. Color Spray is a spell that blocks one's vision, and it also has a conditional effect that can physically incapacitate the person. Because of Do-hyuk's high wisdom stats, this spell will cause the person's entire body, inside and out, to vibrate very rapidly. Blood begins to leak out of Red's eyes. He coughs up blood, and then falls on the ground. He is confused. He doesn't understand how he is physically injured, because he did not feel a thing from that attack. Do-hyuk steps toward him, as Red finally realizes something is wrong. He raises his head, and looks Do-hyuk in the eyes, with one last thought. This guy is not a freaking novice. Do-hyuk raises his sword, and tells Red that this is his price for going after his life, right before he slashes him. Red's body lies on the ground, as Do-hyuk remembers that there is one more person who tried to kill him. Blue is still alive but is severely injured and can barely run. However, it is too late for him to escape. Blue begs for mercy and tells Do-hyuk that he will never see him again. Do-hyuk tells him that he is not a saint and he will not spare the life of someone who tried to kill him. He activates Magic Missile as Blue tries to run away. The projectiles all land a hit, killing Blue almost instantly. Several trees in Blue's path were also hit by the spell and they all fall at the same time as Blue's body falls onto the ground. Meanwhile, KMA agents at the field are rushing towards the scene, and they are stunned by what they find when they arrive. They see Do-hyuk carrying a sword and dead bodies lying around him, and they ask Do-hyuk for an explanation. Do-hyuk replies, "Yes, of course," and begins showing them video footage of his encounter with the three brothers. The lead agent informs Do-hyuk that based on the video footage, they will apply the law and treat this conflict as self-defense, and he requests him to cooperate with the investigation for now. Do-hyuk complies and says he understands. He is not happy about ending up in this situation, and he begins to resent the brothers for causing him all kinds of trouble and ruining his day. Moments later, Do-hyuk feels the presence of strong magic that unsettles him. He asks the agents if they can feel the magic that is looming at the edge of the woods, but they do not know what he's talking about. The lead agent tells him that his senses are just in overdrive because of the battle earlier, and he says he will go check it out. Do-hyuk suddenly panics and shouts for him to get away from there. The agent says that there is nothing, and the next thing he knows, a large wolf monster has appeared right in front of him. Do-hyuk recognizes this wolf monster, and he remembers how he used to hunt it for fun in DNF. This is the field's wolf leader. The wolf leader immediately charges towards the lead agent, who does not have any time to react. Do-hyuk activates shield quickly and is able to protect him from the wolf leader's attack. He shouts for the lead agent to hurry and get away, because he is about to unleash burning hands. The agent scampers away in time to avoid being caught in the fiery blast behind him. The wolf leader reacts quickly to the incoming blast and jumps off the shield to dodge the attack. Do Hyuk notices that the wolf leader is very fast. He also noticed that the wolf leader's cry was able to summon the rest of its pack. Do Hyuk and the agents are now surrounded by wolves. Do Hyuk realizes the situation is getting tricky and he tells everyone to get in his truck and get out of there. His truck is fortified enough for them to be able to leave safely. The lead agent questions Do Hyuk. They can't just leave him to fight all the monsters by himself, and he tells him that they can help. Do Hyuk yells at him, asks if he is serious because he almost died trying to help just a few minutes ago. He tells him that they don't even have any weapons on them and if he wants to help, then they should get out of the way. Another agent agrees with Do Hyuk and convinces the lead agent that it is better for them to get out of the way and request for backup. The wolf leader roars loudly and orders the pack to attack. The wolves advance towards the field agents. The lead agent prepares to fight and raises his fists, and he tells his men he will buy them some time to get inside the truck. A wolf attempts to bite the lead agent and misses, and the lead agent jabs the wolf in the jaw and sends it back. He says he can handle this much without any weapons and thinks he can manage. However, the rest of the wolf pack immediately jumps in and pushes him to the ground. The lead agent soon finds himself lying on his back. He is just about to be mauled to death, when the wolves are all attacked by Do Hyuk's magic missile. An agent tells him that they are ready to leave. The lead agent is startled and quickly hops into the truck. As they drive away, they tell Do Hyuk that they will come back with an army of awakened. Do Hyuk is relieved that they are gone because he can now focus on the enemy. Just when he turns his attention to the wolf leader, it has already begun to attack and is about to slash him with its claws but misses him. Do Hyuk noticed how it had just attacked him. It jumped and slammed down with its claws. He thinks the next move is going to be a tail whip. When the wolf leader whips its tail around, Do Hyuk realizes that the attack pattern is the same as in DNF. Once he dodges the tail whip, he expects the other wolves will attack, and they do. Do Hyuk jumps high in the air and dodges the group attack. He looks down and watches the wolf leader in anticipation of its next move. It unleashes a surge of lightning into the sky and Do Hyuk looks above. As soon as the lightning strikes the ground, the wolves rush in and find nothing at the strike point. They are slaughtered when they are suddenly hit by magic missile. The wolf leader becomes angry and attempts to generate lightning, however, it is unable to recharge because it is still in a cooldown period from the last attack. Do Hyuk uses this opportunity to deliver the finishing blow. He unleashes burning hands and combines it with magic missile. The combination of the spells creates a fiery meteor shower that the wolf leader is unable to avoid, and it ends with a huge explosion in the field.